Poppin' Low Gang, this is Halcyon. In this video, me, Lillian Deathno, and Laughed Magical react to another top 11 scary videos by Chills, I believe. We're reacting to, like, I think it's called 11 videos you're not supposed to see, or something like that. I forgot. This was recorded a while ago, I think a few days ago. We didn't record an intro for some reason. Enjoy the video.
And the events shown are simply terrifying. So there's this paranormal video called Ghost Watch that's supposed to be really scary. One of the scariest things people had ever seen at the time. When it first aired on live television in 1992, Ghost Watch was quickly pulled from syndication for reasons I'll get into in just a moment. But suffice to say, you were never meant to see this video because what they caught on live TV was too scary. Only thanks to the internet has the video resurfaced, and it's beyond creepy, especially what supposedly happens to you when you watch it. Ghost Watch follows a family in the English town of North Holt and all of the creepy paranormal things they encounter in their small home. On live television, she is talking about drawings.
Some kids' pictures they weren't here before.
One of the pictures moves on its own, and this is far from the only time the poltergeist has thrown around pictures.
Wait, hold up.
Pictures they weren't here before.
The other paper moved it. The fuck? They're capping, bro.
Moves on its own, and this is far from the only time the poltergeist has thrown around pictures.
Incredible noises coming from the walls and from the ceiling. Ah! Oh. Kimmy? Kim? Would you do something?
Soon, people are repeatedly calling in to report ghost sightings of Mr. Pipes, and what's scary is all of the descriptions seem to match. Do you believe what he says?
We're still getting calls about that shadowy figure that was seen in the haunted bedroom, or people think they've seen in the haunted bedroom. Now, what's really weird is these are all tallying with the description. We're still getting calls about that shadowy figure that was seen in the haunted bedroom, or people think...
I believe him because Mr. Pipes' shadow figure sightings are still being posted to this day. For example, when this mirror moves on its own, it reveals a haunting figure that doesn't look like a member of the camera crew to me. The face in both these Mr. Pipes sightings looks the same. Eventually the mother peels the covers back and finds her Suzanne to be in a catatonic state.
Susie. Stop it! Stop it, Susie!
It looks bad, but when she snaps out of the trance, you'll quickly wish she went back into it. She recites Little Red Riding Hood, an interesting story to choose. It's about somebody consuming and assuming the identity of another person when you think about it. In this respect, Suzanne's relationship with Mr. Pipes is very similar to the wolf in relation to the grandmother. Anyway, as if this weren't enough, the backstory behind this video is even scarier. The producer years later admits that yes, this show was fake, but that might have been a legal strategy for some pending cases. Apparently people watching this had mental episodes, and nobody will say what they did. It could be a result of suggestion, or it could be Mr. Pipes taking them over. And with that said, keep in mind that you've seen Mr. Pipes twice in this video, so maybe you'll be having an encounter with him yourself very soon.
Damn, that's definitely kind of scary. Like, I don't know. Like, mentally it's scary, but like, I don't know if like it's like scary as in like the ghost. Yeah. I think like more of like the possessions, like scary. Because given like what she like was saying, even though they said it was fake, it'd be scary if it was real.
I mean, like, I just don't think it's very scary because, like, how would the ghost know Little Red Riding Hood?
I mean, it's an old story. So.
Like, when I think of ghosts, I think of like ghosts from like
Me.
like 1700s, you know?
Like, it's not that scary. Like, I don't know, the meme with this guy's voice, like, just makes it, like, unscary. Cause, like,
Number 10, Burger King foot lettuce.
all I can hear is... Number 9.
Voice doesn't match his face.
Yeah, nah.
I think it does.
On January 16th, 2021, the bizarre sight was caught on Snapchat video hovering over the Bronx. What looks to be a starlit sky is anything but, as these mysterious stars start shifting in one direction as a single unit. I thought I heard creepy sounds coming from the sky too, as it passes, but I think it's traffic.
Those things are orange. Look at them, next to each other. They literally fly next to each other. They orange in color. They look like stars. Look at that, it's a triangle.
When you connect the points together, you can see he is right. The mysterious lights do seem to form a bizarre triangular shape in the sky. This observation makes me suspect that this strange sighting could be a government experiment. The outline looks like the same shape as the fabled Aurora project, but why the designers would put large visible lights on a stealth aircraft doesn't make sense, so that must not be what this is. The person recording is stunned beyond belief and turns to some strangers to talk about the encounter.
You guys know what that is? See that? Yo nunca he visto eso. Es una cosa anaranjada en triángulo. Mira cómo vuelan. No hacen sonido.
2 seconds later, the lights mysteriously change color, and one of them goes away completely. They continue hovering over a building for some time, and then the video ends before we get a chance to see if it lands or what. I'm not sure what to make of this mystery, and neither is anyone else who watched this video. Information is tight, and I couldn't find any other videos, but one person living in the Bronx says there were actually 5 points in the sky when they saw it. Another person claims to have seen the same thing 7 years ago in Virginia. But like I said, there's no video evidence besides this. The way the lights change colors makes me wonder if this is a drone. Apparently drones must have different color lights to indicate when they are changing directions according to the law. So people could be piloting them in a formation from the top of the building. Or maybe we've just been visited and now they're here.
Yeah, I think it's drones.
I think it was Satan.
Bro, what?
Yeah, it was Satan sending his signals that he's here. He's awoken, and this is his warning sign.
Down.
Okay.
No, I'm just kidding. It's probably just drones or something.
Yeah.
Or
They're all
Satan.
summoning Minecraft Steve.
They're summoning Herobrine.
Rich man in New York City leaked
Number
this
9.
video online to show us a scary side of the industry that we were never meant to see. He needs to pull this dumpster down an alley to the garbage truck. Most of us would walk right up and grab the handle, but the veteran worker does something important first. He kicks the dumpster and waits. That's because out here you can get surrounded by a mob of rats. If you walk up to their territory without giving them a heads up, kicking makes them scatter away.
How is that scary?
Come on. Get your stuff together and get out of here. Get all your boys. Get all your boys, let's go. Yeah.
This dumpster must not have much food in it because only a few run away instead of dozens like normal. Now comes the hard part.
Now we're going to attempt to move the can.
Putting on gloves.
He gives a sharp tug and lets go. When nothing confronts him, he proceeds. He gets halfway down the alley when something creepy decides to make his day twice as difficult.
Still. Come on, bro. You gotta go. Can't go back in there.
This one is smaller than the rest, but it's stuck around longer than the others and seems twice as territorial. It starts to run away and then it gets another idea. I'm not sure if he fell over or dropped the camera, but the rat, scared and caught up in the moment, jumped straight at him. It looks like an aggressive move rather than just trying to get away. That rat did not want to give up its dumpster. This is why garbage men are paid more than teachers. Jokes the top comment in this video. I'm not sure if this statement is true, but after seeing this video, do you agree with it or not? And if this is how crazy just one rat acts, imagine how scary it would be to get chased down an alleyway by a whole swarm of them. Talk about a tough and thankless job.
What the fuck?
That wasn't scary at all. That was kind of funny.
What the fuck was that?
Like, it'd be a tough job. I'm not saying that like his job is easy or anything. I'm just saying like it wasn't scary.
I mean,
Yeah,
it
bro.
could be dangerous, but it wasn't scary
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. Like,
because they can get like diseases and shit. But
yeah.
nah.
I'm sure they're wearing like a tough jacket, some nice jeans, like
Yeah.
like I'm sure they're suited up for this kind of stuff, and like it's just a job. Yeah.
A Hitch has a live stream channel where he travels all across the country meeting new people. The only problem is the people he meets aren't always alive. He's staying overnight at a hotel that's supposedly haunted when scary things happen to him. The kind of stuff the hotel's owner would probably never want you to see because it would be bad for business.
I've never seen anything that can be explained. I've never heard anything that could have no explanation.
He is in the middle of talking about how he's never experienced a scary moment that couldn't be explained.
And I'm doing stuff where people, I think people would be like, you'd be very...
When suddenly some weird things caught on live stream leave him laughing uncontrollably with fear. I think he's laughing to cover up an intense sense of panic. A vein is about to bust out his forehead with adrenaline, suggesting his fight or flight instincts were triggered and he was gearing up for conflict. This was not someone in his hotel room because, unless I'm mistaken, he wasn't sharing a room with anyone in this video. He was staying all by himself when the lights turned on. I guess he could have asked a random person to help him make a ghost video, but his response seems genuine, so I don't think this moment is made up. I will say as a counterpoint that many other scary livestream moments like this have turned out to be fake though, so I'm not claiming this was 100% real. I'm just saying that this was really weird and he seems freaked out. Tell me if you think he was really staying in a haunted hotel that night. I think he was. After all, when you traveled to different places all over the country, it's only a matter of time before one of them ends up being haunted.
It could be real, or it could be an electrical issue.
Yeah, it could be a lot of things.
Because of like you stay fucking cheap ass hotel, like there's like gonna be like some like issues and stuff. But the guy's voice like doesn't make that shit scary, honestly. Like it's just, oh, he could have been scared. Like, bro. That's like just so
No, I want to see you do a video like this.
do me.
Yeah, you make a list video. I want to see it. I'll give you a deadline. Your deadline is March 25th. By March 25th, there's got to be a list video out.
By March 25th.
I don't care what kind of list it is, but it has to be at least a top 10, and you got a month.
Top 10 videos of Halcyon with a yee-ass haircut. Let's get into it.
Just like
I'm sending my whole squad to dislike your shit. It's just gonna have 2 whole dislikes.
9 out of 10 people do not immediately notice what's wrong with this handshake, so allow me to show you where to look. Trust
gross.
me, you'll be sorry that I did.
Give me your hand.
I like cake, I just don't like icing. That's my main.
This is someone's right hand, and yet they're on the left side. Also,
No.
look at their fingernails. They're facing.
that's just making fun of someone with a disability. What if their hand got shot off or chopped off and they had to
Yeah, that
like
could have happened.
reattach it?
Yeah.
That's fucked up. And they could be born with that kind of hand, bro. That's fucked up.
I've also seen people that just have like super weird joints where they can just like bend it like that.
In the wrong way.
Yeah, too.
How can this be? The answer isn't pretty. The condition is called hypermobility.
What's up?
We're just flexing our thumbs.
Though the phrase double jointed is commonly used, it's mostly genetic, meaning you are either born with this unusually large range of movement or not.
Yeah, that's
Only
exactly what it
20%
is.
of people have it, though typically not to this degree, and there's no way for the rest of us to gain this talent, if you want to call it that, so don't even try to practice. Like most people, watching this video makes me feel like my fingers are going to fall off. Tell me if you would be able to shake the hand of someone with hypermobility while they were doing this. I mean, it's creepy, but also kind of cool. On December 6, 2018, the Longmont Observer in Colorado released video evidence of a weird paranormal orb in their office that they feared could be a real ghost sighting. Notice the way the singular orb mysteriously changes colors as it moves towards the camera. The last I checked, dust doesn't create this kind of strobe light effect. Also at 3 seconds, the tracking software detects the object's movements and puts a motion box around it, which I think it has been specifically programmed not to do with dust particles. This kind of looks like an air vent, so maybe this was a piece of dust that got jettisoned when the AC turned on, but I'm pretty sure these are fluorescent lights, so that can't be it. The point is, the Longmont Observer says in clear words that this is an office ghost and they make no mention of dust as a news publication. I'm sure they thought long and hard as to whether or not they should release this video to the public, since any statements about believing in the supernatural could harm their journalistic integrity. With that said, I'm glad they made this video public and said that they were certain it was a ghost. Now the question is whether or not you believe this encounter is paranormal. It looks weird, but personally I am not sure.
What do you think? Is that real?
Do you remember when we were at the park and we caught some like light reflections and we were like, is that an orb?
Yeah.
I feel like it's just that, like, because the thing about security cameras is they have a very weird refresh rate. It's not normal. So like the strobe light could literally just be refresh rates on a piece of dust, and it like shutter speeds. It
Could be like larger than normal.
yeah, it could be a clump of dust or something.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What about you?
yeah, because like don't see how that could be a paranormal activity because like it could be like just the reflection just off the camera.
I feel like if it was a reflection, it wouldn't have moved because like it would just be like.
Oh yeah.
The Mikey Mike channel encounters a bizarre sighting in the clear blue sky that leaves him freaked out. The creepy moments were also caught on dash cam, so we can have a look too.
The word, in case you missed it, I'll give it to you again right now. It's easy. E-A-S-Y. Now what you want to do is take that code word easy and text that.
What the hell? Where the f*** did this come from?
I didn't see
A
it.
bolt of lightning touches down on a sunny day, no rain, hardly any clouds in the sky, and the few hanging around have not even a touch of gray.
There's no clouds here. Look, no clouds. Like it just came from space.
Mikey can't shake the feeling that he's seen something he was never meant to see. This video got me curious, and I was able to find a second one like it.
That's
What do
not.
you think?
That's not how lightning works. You don't need clouds. It's
Yeah.
just heat exploding. You don't need clouds for lightning to exist.
That's true. Just needs heat in the atmosphere.
Yeah.
But usually when there's heat, there's clouds.
I mean,
But,
yeah,
yeah.
usually, but that doesn't mean always.
That's true. Because if you go to a volcano, there's
Yeah.
always ash. That's
This is like the dumbest one so far.
facts.
Yeah.
As long and twice as weird.
Oh, I hope I got that time. I don't know if I did or not.
There is clouds though.
Yeah.
So why is he tripping?
Like it's lightning.
It's in the corner over here.
Those
At 1 second,
even
a flash
gray.
of lightning touches down without intersecting with a cloud at all. It seems to just literally come out of the blue. I looked up what this was and came across a term called dry lightning that I have heard before but never really studied in depth. This is a name for what happens when precipitation evaporates really fast. It's technically raining, but we just don't notice because rain doesn't reach the ground, but lightning does. These two videos basically mean you can get struck down by a random bolt at any time, even on a nice day. There really is no safe time to stand under trees or by anything metal when you consider that this is apparently a common phenomenon. You might have almost gotten struck by lightning plenty of times without even noticing it because it's silent and you probably weren't looking up. Freaky, right? Is my house
Freaky,
haunted?
right?
Write to me named BB5432 on the haunted subreddit. This paranormal video of their place was caught on a neighbor's doorbell cam across the street who later showed it to her out of concern. It doesn't look like much at first, but there's actually a lot of creepy things going on in this video that you might not see. But first, let's start with the basics. The Reddit poster claims her house was completely dark when these mysterious, unexplained lights started flashing all around the door. The television in the living room was not on, she says, and even if it were on, it's facing the opposite way at an angle that would not create this effect at all. Whether or not to believe her is up to you. I do, because the flashing seems too bright for a television and takes up the whole window at times. Nobody would watch a television screen that bright because it would undoubtedly hurt to look at for that long. And at 25 seconds, the creepy light grows even brighter and does not subside until the video ends. BB5432 later posted, she has no further reason to think their house is haunted, but still struggles to explain what this was if not a ghost. She adds the same thing happened to her years ago. The same neighbors showing her and her husband lights in their door, and nobody could figure it out then either. Someone said they should check the electrical wiring in that room, which I agree is a good move, but other than that,
Magical.
everyone else says this is super weird.
What's up?
Death Note.
I saw something. If you go a bit back, it's in the other window. Like, I don't know if y'all saw that.
No, I just see it.
Posted.
Where?
She has no further
It's on
reason
the
to think that
left-hand corner. Yeah.
Right here?
Yeah.
That's just like a normal house.
It's not even connected.
Yeah, fuck.
It's like a light post or some shit.
I think it's just like someone's bedroom window.
Tell me if you can see it too. I'd say that house is haunted. If that's not a resident, everyone knows computers are getting better at reading
what do you
us
think that
every
was?
day, but few people know how terrible.
I think it was just a light bulb, because like my light bulbs like get brighter sometimes and then they like dim and then they go back to normal.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had pink light bulbs that would do it all the time. Like they would just like get like super fucking hot and bright. I don't know what that was. I could have been a lot of things. It could have been like, it could have been TV. It could have been a light bulb. I don't think it was supernatural though, because there's a lot of other explanations.
Top
3.
Terrifying the technology has quickly become. As of today, computers know us well enough to predict our next moves before we even realize it. But now they're going one step further and literally scanning our minds. So they get hooked up to this helmet of electrodes and study a set of people's faces for 2 hours, roughly the same amount of time it would take to get to know someone long enough to form a strong temporary memory of them. After that, they are asked to recall the faces they've been studying. Not draw them, mind you. Just think about them in as much detail as they can remember. While they were studying the faces, a computer program was studying their thoughts. It lifted the images out of their mind and projected them onto a screen. Here are the 2 images of someone's face they were asked to study. And these 4 circled images are what one person thinks about when asked to reconstruct the pictures with their mind. Congratulations, you are literally looking at someone else's thoughts. Not only that, the computer algorithm is able to pick out which image looks the most accurate using facial recognition technology. The image is 87% accurate, as the 2 pictures they were asked to remember. Computers can measure the accuracy of your thoughts. If all of this confuses you, all you need to know is that computers can literally translate your thoughts into images if you are wearing this helmet. And when they figure out a way to do this without the helmet, we could have long-range telepathy and all of the problems that come with it. The San Antonio Cemetery.
Damn, it's kind of cool actually.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Whenever it comes to like new technology, people are always like scared, like robots are gonna take over the world. I just think it's cool. Like it's like we have we have EMPs. The fuck they're gonna do?
Bags, bro. We can wipe them all out.
Yeah.
In Texas could be one of the scariest places in the world to go exploring if this video is real. A ghost hunter from the Paranormal Journal stands in total darkness when some creepy things are caught on camera, and despite the lack of light, what he experiences is downright terrifying.
The fuck?
His paranormal equipment detects movement, and then a single word crackles across the spirit box in an odd staticky voice. He never shows us exactly where he positioned the motion detection equipment, so it could be detecting his movement or a gust of wind for all we know. But here's something weird. If you look closely, there is a strange phantom light at 29 seconds, the same moment that the motion detection alarm goes off, that soon fades away. I would say there's another investigator, but I think that he might have been exploring the haunted cemetery all alone that night. If so, I have no idea what this light is, and even if it was a member of his team, that still doesn't explain the odd voice moments later that says hello.
That, I don't get it. Like, that could have been so many, like, it didn't even sound like hello.
Yeah, it sounded like the radio. It's like,
Yeah, and like, the light could have just been like a car, because it was probably like a driveway or something, like a highway, far away.
yeah, or even just like a water droplet or some shit.
Yeah.
Number 1. This video might not seem like much at first until I tell you the ultra creepy backstory behind it. The strange sighting was spotted in the sky in 2017 by an observatory in Hawaii. The Harvard science community announced that this looks like a different size and shape than any other asteroid, and that based on the way it moves, it might not be from our solar system at all.
Oh yeah, I heard about this.
Looks very different from objects that we have found. There seemed to be an extra force that is pushing it, and it's not clear what this push is.
The object moved like no other asteroid or comet we have ever encountered before, accelerating at times as if controlled. One official report even goes so far as to suggest this is a probe sent to our planet from another civilization. This is a screenshot from the official report by Harvard researchers, and yes, I recommend taking a look for yourself. So look at this tiny little blip in the sky once more. I bet it looks a lot scarier than it did before now that you know it was something that we were never meant to see.
It could be.
It could be a lot of things.
Yeah, but I'm sorry, Chills, for that being number 1 of the 11 most scariest videos you've never seen. You weren't meant to see. What the fuck was that? I was expecting some paranormal flashing of like some type of demon or some shit.
I was expecting like figures, like human figures, like looking at you, like, or if you're like looking in the mirror, like it looks back at you, kind of type of shit, bro.
I was expecting some content. Wow, do you see that? Look, there's a light behind me. What is it?
Look at this rat, bro.
Look at this light. What is it? We'll never know. I actually don't know what it is. Oh, it's my closet.
And so this has been 11 scary videos you weren't meant to see. Link in the description with Little Death Note Halcyon joining us.
Everybody,
magical. Yeah.
Everybody subscribe to Alien Race and unsubscribe from Death Note. We'll see you later.
Yes, sir.